What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Drump is getting arrested again. Is that what you call him? Drump? Hey, Volusia, our buddy's back in Tiger Town. Old Chad Morris. James Davis is back too. Thunder and lightning reunite. Let me see if I can find this. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I'm sure most of you heard about this by now. This is, what is this, TigerNet? This is, yeah, TigerNet. We told you recently that former running back James Davis was back in Clemson to get his degree and will be working with running backs. TigerNet confirmed late Tuesday that there is a plan in place to bring former offensive coordinator Chad Morris back this season in the role of an offensive analyst. They're going to put Chad Morris in the broom closet. Morris still has to go through the hiring process at Clemson, but he's expected to serve in much the same role that former defensive coordinator Ted Roof served at Clemson in 2021 before going with Brent Venables to Oklahoma. I have a feeling that this is going to, that if they're bringing him in as an analyst, I don't know what that salary is. It's not much. Maybe $50,000 a year. Maybe not even that much. But I have a feeling if they're bringing him in to do this, it's with the plans of him being on staff permanently in the near future, whether it's a positions coach or whatever. During his 4 years at Clemson, 2011 through 2014, as offensive coordinator, Morris' impact helped result in a 41-11 record, the 2011 ACC championship, and 4 bowl berths, including 2 BCS Orange Bowls. Under Morris' offense, Tigers set 127 offensive records, 89 individual and 38 team, and posted the top 3 scoring seasons in school history, and 4 of the top 5 passing seasons at Clemson. Of course, that was old Taj Boyd. Oh, of course, we all know what happened after that. Went to SMU, went to Arkansas. Where did he go after that? He was at Auburn 1 year, wasn't he? I think he was in Auburn 1 year. Let's see here. Yeah. Coached one season as Auburn's offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach in 2021. That's right. Then he returned to his roots to coach Allen High School in Texas in 2021 and served as an offensive analyst at South Florida last season. There you go. Is he still under the buyout? Because a lot of times these coaches take these offensive analyst roles because they're not allowed to go anywhere and be a coordinator or a head coach in college, in D1 ball. And, where their buyouts clause is exterminated. So are they still paying him? Doesn't say anything here about that. Anyway, there you have it. The man with the plan, Stan. What just happened? I hate when I do that. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Midday Show. I'm your host, PigskinPeete. How's everybody doing? We're going to read the news today. And then, of course, right around 12 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit earlier, I will open up the StreamYard for anybody who wants to come on. Great ACC show last night. Shout out to Sea-Dog, Slim Shady Canes, and Carolina Jackpot. Yeah, Carolina Jackpot came on for the entire show, representing the SEC on the ACC show. I was actually surprised at a lot of the games that I thought Jackpot would pick Clemson to lose. He actually picked them to win. The only two we picked them to lose was Duke because he has to, because he's already backed himself into a corner with the Duke thing. And he's got a bet with me for $100 on Duke straight up without the points. So he had to pick Duke. And then, of course, he picked South Carolina. So Jackpot thinks Clemson's going 10-2. I actually I had to find one game on that schedule because I'm not picking them to go 12-0 because the odds are that any team goes to 12-0 is slim to none. So I had to find one game on that schedule that I thought was most likely that Clemson could lose during the regular season. So I picked Florida State. And so I had them beating both Notre Dame and South Carolina. So, but collectively as a panel, we came up with Clemson at 11-1, which is what I predict. We might disagree about which game it is, but whatever, 11-1. If Clemson were to go 11-1 in the regular season, I'm not complaining. First of all, anybody who would complain about an 11-1 record, no matter which team you're a fan of or which conference they play in, if you're not happy with 11-1, well, then you're just never going to be happy. I know there's a certain sector of fan bases out there, especially certain teams. Like I'm sure Georgia probably has these fans now because they've won back-to-back national championships. Where if they lose a game, it's a failure. Ohio State does this a lot. Alabama. But that's not me. Volusia says 12-0. Yes. Let's see who's in the chat. Sea-Dog is here. What would Sea-Dog do to be 11-1?
Do you know what independence looks like, bro? You're staring at it.
Sea-Dog, shit, he might cut off his right arm for Georgia Tech to be 11-1. Kevron Harris is here. Matt Dummett. East Coast Gridiron, good morning. The Nature Boy. Volusia is here. Arizona Tucson 93. Battle Angel. Rick Sanchez. Nate the Great. The real Big Lee. What's up, Big Lee? VicTube Productions. Shout out to D. Taylor, member for 2 months. YouTube told me to use this. Well, good. I'm glad you listened. I've experienced 1 and 11. It's humbling. Yeah, well, luckily I've never had to experience 1 and 11. Not even, in my entire life. So I've seen some bad seasons, but not that bad. Jesus. That's just sad. All right, well, since I screwed everything up here, let me find the news, and then we can look at it. Now, the first thing to do is find it, and then we can look at it. That's how that's going to work.
Breaking news from the PigskinPeete YouTube channel.
A U.S. soldier got in fights and damaged police car before North Korea. Huh? What does that mean? This is from Seoul, which is, of course, South Korea. Months before he fled into North Korea, U.S. soldier Travis King faced 2 assault allegations and was fined by a South Korean court for damaging a police car. What kind of potato head flees into North Korea? This guy's got to be mentally ill. The U.S. military was scrambling to establish the fate of the King, who made an unauthorized crossing of their inter-Korean border into North Korea on Tuesday, throwing Washington into a new crisis in its dealing with a nuclear-armed state. So now that... Look, you never leave a man behind, I guess, a soldier and whatnot. If he went into North Korea knowing what he was doing, you might just need to stay there. I mean, seriously. U.S. officials said he had finished serving time in detention in South Korea for an unspecified infraction and was transported by the U.S. military to the airport to return to his home unit in the United States, when he apparently decided to join a tour to the North Korean border. Okay. What kind of tour is that? I mean, there's a lot of different tours I would like to go on. A tour to the North Korean border is not one of them. I hope he didn't pay for that. King pled guilty to assault and destruction of public goods stemming from an October incident on February 8th. The Seoul Western District Court fined him 5 million won, or 4,000 American dollars, according to the copy of the ruling reviewed by Reuters. 2 U.S. officials who spoke on condition of anonymity said the soldier had been due to face disciplinary action by the U.S. military. Seoul court said on September 25th last year, King punched a man in the face at a club several times, but that case was settled. 2 weeks later, on October 8th, police officers responded to another report of an altercation involving King and tried to question him. He continues with his aggressive behavior without answering questions from the police. Hey, I don't fault him for that. I don't answer questions from the police either. So I'm not, you know what they say. You treat police like mushrooms. You feed them shit and keep them in the dark. So I don't fault him for that part. Police placed him in the backseat of their car where he shouted expletives and insults against Koreans. So he was saying a bunch of anti-Korean racist shit, I guess. Against Koreans, the Korean army, and the Korean police. During his tirade, he kicked the vehicle's door several times, causing about 584,000 won in damages. I wonder how much that is. About $500. The court said that the defendant had admitted to the charges, had no previous criminal record, and paid 1 million won to fix the vehicle. Why you paid 1 million won when they said up here he only caused 584,000 won in damage? They doubled up on him. So, it said at the beginning that he stole a car. Oh, damaged police car before it dashed to North Korea. Wow. You got to be down bad to break into Korea, bro. North Korea, that is. Tesla driver shares disturbing video after being harassed by pickup trucks. I hope there's a video of this. It looks like a dash cam or something. I wonder, do those Teslas all have cameras on them, like stock? I have a feeling they do, but I don't know. One electric vehicle driver has taken to Twitter to share a disturbing video. In it, 3 pickup trucks form a blockade in front of him as he's driving, with one of the trucks then releasing heavy plumes of diesel exhaust, a practice known as rolling coal. Hey, man, you see that little yuppie over there driving that Tesla? Let's go roll some coal on his ass. Rolling coal. Rolling coal refers to the practice where drivers illegally modify their pickup trucks to bypass pollution controls and spew 40 to 100 times more exhaust than standard vehicles. Oh, there's a video. I can't wait to watch it. Rolling coal practitioners seem to be upset about the entire concept of environmentalism and are lashing out at those who perceive to be on the other side of the issue, such as electric vehicle drivers and cyclists. Now, I can get down with the cyclist thing. You know what? That's a shit. They just gave me an idea. I need to be, what's it called? Rolling coal? I'm going to modify my car. I'm going to roll coal all over these damn cyclists around this neighborhood. All right, let's see. Well, here's the tweet. Taking my Model 3 out on a road trip, and these 3 assholes from a blockade in front of me send all of their fumes my direction. This should be illegal. Really, I wish I had HEPA air filter right now. Let's roll coal on that boy. Here we go. There we go. Rolling coal now, boy. I wonder if he's screaming yeehaw while he's doing that. Jeez. I can't even believe this is a news story. I mean, Jesus. Chemicals for Mexican fentanyl, not from China, embassy in Mexico says. Do we care about that? Does it matter where it's coming from? One thing we do know where it's coming from. It's coming across the Mexican border into the United States. We do know that. So where the fentanyl is made is obsolete. Watch a black bear attack and body slam a bow hunter. What? Oh, there's a video of this? Looks like there is. Though bear attacks are rare, they do occur. No shit. And as far as this year, we've reported on a number of harrowing bear attacks, including a rare, fatal, predatory black bear attack in Arizona. That said, our news coverage of bear attacks is typically pretty brief. There are often few details, let alone photos or video footage. That's what makes this video recorded by Richard Wesley back in 2017 so exceptional. So this happened 6 years ago. Must be a slow... What news source is this? Oh, Field and Stream. All right, let's watch it.
Perfect fit. Super comfy. Awesome holster. 10 out of 10.
Right, here we go. This guy must have like a GoPro on or something, and that's what it looks like, because you can see his bow right there. I'm assuming this GoPro is either on his chest or on the top of his head. I wonder what he's hunting for. Did they even say that? So there's the bear. That's a big black bear. Black bear don't usually get very big. I mean, not compared to brown bear or whatever, but that one looks big. When nature fights back, bro. Look, if Slim Shady was the one with the bow, this bear would be dead by now. Oh, yeah? Yeah, you done fucked up now, bro. You done fucked up now. Oh, shit. Why didn't he shoot? He didn't shoot. Like, he pointed the bow at him, but then he just ran, which I don't think you're supposed to do. Although, easier said than done. You know, people are always like, yeah, if you get chased by a bear, you know, don't run. So, yeah, easier said than done, man. Yeah. The natural instinct is to run when a bear is chasing you. Oh, he's lucky. You know? He's lucky. He suffered minor injuries and said later that week he killed a bear he thought was the same one that attacked him. Yeah, he doesn't know. He don't know. Honduras wants to build the West's only island prison colony and lock gangsters inside of it. Well, they wouldn't be the first one to do that. We did it at Guantanamo Bay. I mean, they're stealing ideas from the Americans on how to torture people. Honduras plans to build the only island prison colony in the Western Hemisphere and sends most of its feared gangsters there, tearing a page from neighboring El Salvador's unforgiving approach to murder, robbery, rape, and extortion. Honduras progressive president once promised to address gang violence through systematic reforms to governance and the criminal justice system. Now President Castro, I don't even know how to, Isidoro Castro, I guess that's how you say it, plans to build an isolated prison for 2,000 gang leaders on the Islas del Cisne. It's an archipelago 150 miles off the coast. Part of a larger crackdown following the gang-related massacre of 46 women in one prison. Island prisons, it's an island prison, were once common across Latin America, with facilities in Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Panama, and Peru. Deadly riots, brutal conditions, and bold prison escapes captured filmmakers and authors' imaginations before the last island prison closed in Mexico in 2019. It's an island prison. Alcatraz was an island borough. You know? In Honduras, authorities are betting that the return to the past will help stem the wave of violence. But skeptics say such moves are little more than optics and fail to address the root cause of endemic violence. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless you're just worried about them escaping, which I guess that's the point. I don't know that an island prison is any more effective than a landlocked prison, but whatever. There it is, the island prison, bro. A piece of fruit cost a man his life. Now his family wants answers. Huh? Outrage has spread across New Rochelle, New York, after the fatal shooting of a man accused of eating grapes and a banana that he did not pay for. So you kill him for eating a banana? I mean, that seems a bit excessive. According to Revolt, the family demanded an unedited body cam footage to see the whole account of the incident. Gerald Garris, age 37, was in a local grocery store on July 3rd when an employee called the police, accusing him of eating a banana and a few grapes and then leaving the store without paying. The body camera footage shows two officers approaching Garris and asking him if he'd eaten the items in the store. He doesn't respond and walks away, but runs into another officer who tells him the grocery store is pressing charges. While trying to place him under arrest, Garris appears to resist, leading to a struggle. Authorities claim that Garris reached for one of the officer's guns. All right, so that's different. Which led Detective Stephen Kahn to fire his weapon seconds later. He suffered a gunshot to the neck, causing damage to his cervical spinal cord. He died Monday, July 10th, after being removed from life support. So there you go. Yeah, I would like to see the full body cam footage too before I come to a determination here. You know what I mean? It's another one of those things because, well, it would be his word against theirs, except he's dead, so he can't say anything now. And a lot of times police say things that aren't factual, so I would like to see if he did actually reach for the officer's gun. Listen, once you reach for a police officer's firearm, you're most likely going to get shot. I mean, you have to assume that if you're trying to grab a police officer's gun, that your intention is to shoot him with his own gun. All over a fucking banana. Sad. Uh-oh. Look at this. Look at this. This is our boy's hometown here, Volusia. Look at that. Which everybody knows is in Florida. Judge ruling supports Volusia Sheriff Sergeant in Deltona wrong address arrest. Wrong address arrest. A judge ruled that Volusia Sheriff's Office sergeant who responded to the wrong address in Deltona last year for a burglary alarm made a reasonable mistake and had reasonable suspicions to stop and detain a woman. In his ruling, Circuit Judge Randall Rowe III denied a defense motion which argued deputy illegally stopped a woman and evidence against her should be thrown out. Yeah. The situation began when the sheriff, Sergeant Chad Weaver, responded to a wrong address on July 18, 2022. The alarm was on Ainsworth Avenue, but Weaver drove one block over to Academy Avenue. Weaver then stopped the car that he saw leaving the house that he mistakenly thought was the source of the alarm. Ayanna Rollins, age 19, was trying to drive away from the house when Weaver stopped her. When Weaver began to question her situation, Rollins was accused of striking Weaver and a backup officer. Rollins was charged with 2 counts of resisting an officer with violence, 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer. Each is a third-degree felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. In his order issued Tuesday, Judge Rowe also cited the law which prohibits someone from threatening force or using force to resist a law enforcement officer if the officer was, quote unquote, acting in good faith and is known to be reasonably appears to be a law enforcement officer. All right, well, I mean, she probably would have been just fine if she didn't hit the officers. Now, I don't know if they were trying to. Well, see, this article isn't clear about. They say detain. You can detain. You can tell somebody that they're detained without putting your hands on them. That just means that they're not free to leave. But there's also another kind of detaining, physical detainment. You know, putting your hands on her. And I don't know if that's what happened or not. They don't give very specific details in these articles. Uh, 60 Minutes drops a bomb about Titanic submersible tragedy and devastating interview. We got some new information here or what? Look at all it says. Now, I'll push the continue reading button in a second. But this is all it says. And it's a quote. Who was the last person to murder 2 billionaires and have them pay for the privilege? Something tells me there's not a bomb dropped, as they put it. I think Stockton was designing a mousetrap for billionaires, Carl Stanley told 60 Minutes. Stanley is a tourist submarine operator and considered Russia a friend. He was also one of the first people to undergo one of Titan's test dives back in 2019. Pop-up ads. So this guy knows the owner of, what was it, Ocean Gate? And he's been in that submarine before. Submersible. I know people get mad when he says, it's not a submarine, it's a submersible. All right, whatever. Submersible. Hearing him describe the experience is enough to make anybody cringe. I would say every 3 to 4 minutes, there were loud gunshot-like noises. It was a heck of a sound to hear when you're that far under the ocean. And a craft that has only been down that deep once before. Stanley believed that the loud noises were a cause for concern, but when he raised the alarm, Stanley says his exchange with Rush became heated. Stanley's concerns revolved around the carbon fiber hull, writing to Rush that the problem would only get worse. He also felt that Rush did not have enough operating experience. Well, this is, I talk about this all the time. You know, when we talk about like owners of NFL teams and owners of sports franchises, most of them are billionaires, or not, if not all of them. The arrogance of most billionaires is ridiculous. And I mean, it's part of the reason they're billionaires. So the two go hand in hand. Because they think that they're smarter than everybody else, even though they're, you know, they're smarter than whatever the expert is that they're consulting. In this case, an actual submarine or submersible pilot. Anyway. No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll put some duct tape on it, bro. We'll be fine. I'm a billionaire. We'll be fine. This isn't a new story, by the way, but they talked about this as soon as it happened. So I don't know why they're pretending like this is a new story, but whatever. Uh-oh. The clue that China is preparing for war. Is this fear-mongering, Volusia? Is this United States media doing fear-mongering? In a sinister reversion to the very worst days of Mao's rule, the Communist Party officials across China are blindly obeying orders to rapidly increase the supply of arable land by any means possible. As with the quote-unquote Great Leap Forward that starved tens of millions to death in a futile attempt to produce more steel to industrialize overnight, the official aim is straightforward: to grow more grain. In reality, however, China produces more than enough rice, wheat, and maize to feed its human population. So why the sudden rush? Xi Jinping, it seems, is preparing for a war. So according to this article, he is wanting to expand China's geographic footprint for the purposes of farming. It's just going on telling us about farms. So look at that picture, though. Trying to scare the Americans. Look at him. Scary Chinese man in a military outfit. A boy reels in a freaky fish with human teeth in Oklahoma. It wasn't where it should be. I don't even care about this story. I just want to see what the fish looks like. You know, bro. There it is. Damn. Hey, he got more teeth than some people do. Apaku are also referred to as vegetarian piranhas because they do not eat meat. Despite not being native to North America, at least 27 states have reported pacu captures in the wild, according to a 2016 Live Science article. Yeah, well, you know what that means. They're not native to North America, but somebody brought them over and put them in our rivers, and voila, there you have it. Fish with teeth. Where the sheriff is king. These women say that he coerced them into sex. That old gag. You know, I won't write you this ticket if ... You know what I mean? Yeah. In 2012, 3 months after Eddie Scott became sheriff of Clay County, Mississippi, a claim by a woman that he had helped put behind bars threatened to tarnish his earliest days in office. The woman said in an April court filing that while chief deputy less than 3 years earlier, he had coerced her into a sexual relationship after she was arrested. You see? You do some favors for me. I help you out with your legal situation. This is a scam as old as time. And clearly it works on some people. Promising that he would use his influence in their rural community to keep her out of prison. The lawman drove her to a hog farm to have sex in his patrol car on at least 5 occasions. Wow. Nothing says sexy time more than a hog farm. Every woman's dream. She laid out her allegations in the state circuit court on October 12th and asked a judge to overturn her prison sentence. To back up her story, a 26-year-old showed suggestive letters with return address of the Clay County Sheriff's Office and signed by then Chief Deputy Scott, who was 47 years old. A hoggy style? That was a good one, Vic. Oh, but don't worry. This is my favorite part. Don't worry. These revelations could have led to an internal investigation. Which, does everybody know what that means? An internal investigation is when the police investigate themselves. And most of the time, the police find that themselves did nothing wrong. So, carry on with your internal investigation. There is no record of any internal investigation or disciplinary review. Shocker. Who knows what really happened? He does look creepy, though, I'll tell you that. A man wrongly convicted in the 1994 fatal shooting of a baby sues the city of New Haven and the police. A Connecticut man who was exonerated after serving 28 years in prison for killing a baby in 1994 has filed a lawsuit against the city of New Haven, and now 6 former police officers involved in his arrest. Adam Carmen, at age 51, was convicted of the murder and other crimes and sentenced to 85 years in prison for the shooting and killed a 7-month-old Danielle Taft and paralyzed her grandmother, Charlene Troutman. A gunman had fired more than a dozen shots through an apartment window from the outside. Carmen was released in December after a judge ruled that prosecutors withheld evidence from the defense and the city police failed to pursue other suspects, including one who recanted a confession. The charges were officially dismissed last month. Oh, man, sorry about that. Sorry about the last 28 years, buddy. I have to live with that for the rest of my life, regardless of what's transpired. Right now, I'm just working and trying to piece the pieces of my life back together. Yeah, good luck with that. She refused to pay a $500 fee to her landlord. Her Sacramento property manager called the cops. Carol Ekstrom dragged out a chair and staged a sit-in just a few months after her stroke. In a way, she got what she asked for. The manager of her Sacramento mobile home park had finally hired contractors to fix the bulge in her walkway. But it would cost her $500. Ekstrom flatly disagreed that she should automatically have to pay $500 to her landlord to have a walkway fixed. She wanted time to find her own contractor. All right, so the landlord goes behind her back and hires the contractor anyway for $500. The job gets done. The job did not seem like a $500 job to Ekstrom, and anyway, she thought she had a right to more time to negotiate with the landlord to seek other bids. All right, so they call the cops. I don't like this story. I don't like the way it's written, so I'm getting out of it. Oh, now this right here is some scary shit here. This is where we're headed, guys. AI system helped cops identify a drug trafficker just by analyzing his driving patterns. Now you're going to say that's good, right? We got a drug trafficker off of the streets. I mean, we might have saved some lives with, fentanyl and that. Yeah. Yeah. Until you're the one they're tracking. Until you're the one they're tracking. And then you go, people, oh, they would never track anybody who's innocent. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I don't even want to read that. It's freaking me out. A black college DEI director sues a school, says they accused her of being a white supremacist. Whee! Hey, look at this white supremacist right here. Look at her. Man. What is going on? A recently fired diversity and equity and inclusion director at a California community college is now suing the institution, accusing them of hindering her right to free speech after she believes that she was targeted for not being the right kind of black person. That's not racist at all. I'm not racist, but you're not the right kind of black person, okay, honey? You're fired. Oh. According to Inside Higher Education, Lee says she lost her job because she questions Antichrist orthodoxy. Oh, anti-racist orthodoxy. Antichrist. Objected to the college's land acknowledgments for an indigenous tribe. Tried to bring Jewish inclusion event to campus. Declined to join a socialist network. Refused to use gender-neutral terms. Inquired why the word black was capitalized but not white, and allegedly disrespected the founder of Black Lives Matter. So she didn't want to put pronouns in her bio. She tried to bring Jewish people a Jewish inclusion event on campus. So they called her a white supremacist. Yeah, she'll probably win the lawsuit. I don't know. It's in California, so maybe she won't. Well, look, I have not been following this Kevin Spacey story. What's going on here? I have not been following this Kevin Spacey story. Does anybody know what's going on with this? What did he do? Is he accused of sexually assaulting a man or something? Oh, multiple accusers. Okay. Kevin Spacey's accusers are credible and all of their allegations deserve to be heard with respect. Prosecutors told jurors on Wednesday at the actor's sexual assault trial draws to a close. I didn't even know he was on trial right now. Kevin Spacey, age 63, is standing trial in London's Southwark Crown Court. I love that Crown Court thing. It's just funny because it sounds so close to Clown Court. And I have the sense of humor of an 8-year-old. On 9 charges of sexual offenses against 4 men between 2001 and 2013 in Britain, where he worked from 2003 as the artistic director of London's Old Vic Theatre. 3 of the 4 accusers said that Spacey aggressively groped them. The 4th says that Spacey performed oral sex on him while he was passed out. My question is, if you wake up in Kevin Spacey and you're getting blown by Kevin Spacey, why didn't you beat the shit out of Kevin Spacey? That's what I want to know. I'm not sure that Kevin Spacey would have lived through the night if that happened to me. You know? I'd be the one on trial for murder. He's claiming that the sexual encounters were consensual. In her closing speech, prosecutor Christine Agnew described Spacey as a man who is used to getting his way. Yeah, well, that's probably true. She disputed Spacey's argument that his accusers were just motivated by money, describing them as credible witnesses who just had enough of the secret of the truth that they had been carrying around for many, many years. Society, possibly in 2023, is more sympathetic to women than men in these circumstances. Men, one might think, are expected to behave like women did for years. Just put up with it. Get on with it. And don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. Getting blown by another dude while I'm sleeping is not just one of those things. That's rape. Sorry. One of those things. Such attitudes have allowed people like the defendant to get away with this type of behavior for a long time. Yeah. So this sounds like the closing arguments or something. So I guess we'll hear a verdict here soon. When was this? I wonder what the date of this article is. What's the update? So this is from today, from this morning. I guess we might get a verdict today, I would think. Or in the next couple of days. What's he facing? What are the chances he actually goes to prison? If he's found guilty. That's a great movie, American Beauty. You think he might go to prison? Yeah. We'll read one more story before I get to the StreamYard here. A woman seen wearing a headlamp in a pickup truck. Cherokee deputies then uncovered a chop shop. Is this Cherokee, North Carolina? I said Cherokee deputies. I'm sure there's more than one Cherokee, though. 4 people are arrested after a suspicious call leads to Cherokee deputies uncovering an alleged chop shop. It was Friday night when Cherokee County deputies responded to a suspicious activity call at a home on Lower Scott Mill Road in Canton. Officials say when they arrived, deputies saw a woman later identified as Heather Bird, age 47, of Canton, in the bed of the pickup truck wearing a headlamp. Heather Bird and her husband, David Bird, 53, of Canton, reportedly walked up to and began talking to the deputies. Hey, what y'all doing? Nice night out tonight. Cherokee authorities said the couple told deputies that the truck belongs to Terry Spriggs, age 51, of Canton. Deputies later learned the truck was reportedly stolen out of Athens and that Heather Bird was wanted for failure to appear in court. Warrants in that. According to the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, deputies made contact with Spriggs and told the deputy's truck that it was not his, but later explained that he had just purchased the vehicle. Deputies said a stolen motorcycle was also found at the home, along with a stolen motorcycle engine that had been put on a different motorcycle frame. It's one thing to run a chop shop. Hell, they were running a chop shop out of their house. You got some balls. Then authorities said a fourth suspect, Justin Benson, age 27, of Canton, was found hiding under a bed. Oh, the old under the bed trick. Because nobody ever looks under the bed when they're looking for somebody that's hiding. Ever. Officials said a search warrant was conducted at the home, and deputies said trafficking amounts of methamphetamine, cocaine, and fentanyl were found inside the home, along with prescription medication that did not belong to any of the suspects. Well, there's a triple dinger here. Chop shop, meth, cocaine, and fentanyl, and motorcycles. These people were partying. Yeah, they're screwed. They're screwed. And MDMA. Yeah. They'll be in prison for a while. They'll be in prison for a while. Welcome to the Midday Show, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Yo.
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Oh, so far so good.
Yeah, Kevin
Oh,
Spacey
by the way.
should go to prison. For actually, I
should.
take that back. Kevin Spacey deserves a death penalty.
No, I knew it. I knew it. I was gonna say something. Say he should get the chair. You know. Yeah, I knew
Because,
it.
well, I know at least one of his victims was like 13 or 14.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the one you were talking about. He was the one that said that he woke up to, woke up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm not gonna defend Kevin Spacey. Fuck him.
Yeah. Look, if he did what he's accused of doing, he should be in prison. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's some gay shit right
But it's
there.
weird. I was gonna say the fence.
Yeah, thanks for saying the obvious, Nate.
It's weird because it seems like the cops in Florida say that they're within 20 feet of fentanyl, and all of a sudden they pass out and die, and so they need to be revived with Narcan. So it's weird that you could have fentanyl in the house, but the people in there don't die immediately. Maybe the cops there are lying. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, if the fentanyl's in a...
Or maybe you're just spewing more dumb shit out of your mouth and you don't know what you're
Right,
talking about.
no. So defend it. So a cop passes out and pretends to die from fentanyl overdose when they're within 4 feet of it, but you can have a pound of it in your house and deal it and be fine.
Well,
I mean, what about like the 40 plus cops that have died from it in Texas this year?
No, that's complete horseshit, dude. No cop in Texas
You're a
has died.
fucking idiot.
yeah,
You are literally fucking brain dead.
I think you can't... the amount of fentanyl it takes to kill a human is so minuscule.
It's not that minuscule. You're not gonna get it from. Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, here, let's find it. Show.
Yeah, once again, everybody in the world is wrong
I'm not gonna
except
let you
for
get away with
fucking
this.
pollution.
Lick me, Slim. Let me. I'll look it up. Lick me right now. Lick me right now.
Everybody in the world is wrong except pollution. Once again.
Yeah, no. Slim is totally right with all this horse shit. Like when you told me that the death penalty is legal in the Netherlands. It's cool. You're obviously blatantly wrong about that. It's cool. So I'm gonna look it up right now. Texas cops fentanyl death.
Texas.
You keep on your bullshit. I'll shut up for a minute. Go ahead. Keep on your horse shit.
Okay.
Either way.
Horseshit. It's your best thing. You're a king of horseshit. Keep going, bro.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, never mind. So I got a haircut 2 days ago. I think yesterday.
Good for you, Nate.
Yeah.
I got a haircut too, Nate.
I got one yesterday.
Can we see it, Nate? Can we see it, Nate? Hey, looking, bro.
Sure. Just saying, I almost cut my hair off. I didn't do it, thankfully.
Did you do it yourself, or was somebody?
What are you trying to say?
I'm just gonna hate on Nate's haircut game.
Yeah, got his ears lowered.
Two?
Hey, VicTube wants to. VicTube, welcome to the show. Vic wants to know what a chop shop is. You don't know what a chop shop is?
They chop your balls off. There you go.
Okay, Nate.
Sell drugs.
No, it's where they steal a car and they take it to a chop shop and they basically strip the car down and sell the parts of it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, they chop the car up.
Sell the parts. Okay. But they said that they also found a lot of drugs there too. So.
Yeah, they were partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Tends to happen a lot.
yeah, they had Molly, a little bit of meth, cocaine.
Yeah, nothing like smoking a little Drano while you're stealing folks' hubcaps.
Yeah, don't forget the MDMA.
Yeah, it's Molly, same thing.
Yep, Molly. Yep.
So,
thankfully, that's one of the few things I never tried.
The fentanyl that killed a 15-year-old girl in Texas have been federally charged.
It sounds like
so
they.
The victim is the fourth child to die of a fentanyl overdose in the area since September 2022. So 4 kids have died in Texas, in this particular area of Texas, since September 2022 over a fentanyl overdose. Nothing about police officers.
Well, that's kids, but what about all the adults?
Right. So these are not kids, really.
You just said kids.
These are people between the ages of 19 and 24.
That's a
Who have
kid.
been charged as
I
drug
still call
dealers.
19 a kid.
I do too.
Right. So no, I won't say that. I don't call them kids. So these people have been charged as distributors. So where is the 40 cops that died? I think they're full of shit. If you want to send it to me, go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna send it to you driving down the
Please do.
road.
Please do. I'm happy to be proven wrong, man. Go ahead, send it to me.
So I have a big weekend coming up.
What are you doing? You going to the zoo?
No, surprise.
Yeah, we have a.
I don't care, Vic.
All right, here, according to the NPR, are cops really being poisoned by fentanyl exposure? Let's see here.
Let's see if the answer's no.
Last December, Officer Courtney Bannock that's the girl you're talking about, right?
Yeah. Faked it like a bitch. But go ahead.
The footage from another officer's body cam shows Bannock appearing to lose consciousness before being lowered to the ground by other cops. I was lightheaded a little bit, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we all know that story. I want to see what else they say here.
Oh. Well, I was going to say that on the weekend.
It just takes common sense, man. Like, if there are fentanyl dealers who are dealing this in terms of the hundreds of grams and kilograms.
This says
if a cop within 4 feet of it, of a single half a gram or a tenth of it, and passed out and died, like, that's not a thing.
Well, I thought they said that she touched it.
Yeah, okay.
That's different.
Oh my gosh, you touched it. Most people are storing it up their nose.
I know. So this says medical.
An actual thing. If you can touch it as a police officer and die, then there wouldn't be a thing that people are storing it up their nose.
So, somebody that's never done crack and did it once and overdosed, that never fucking happened.
Dude, you don't die from touching a tenth of gram of crack on your finger.
All right, well, if you let me read this, it supports your case, Volusia. It says medical experts say it's difficult to get fentanyl into the body. That's why people addicted to the drug often smoke it or inject it using needles. Fentanyl does not pass through the skin efficiently. This is one doctor saying this. The dry powder form that's encountered in the street drugs is not going to pass through skin in any meaningful way. That's what it
These
says.
fucking cops are lying, is what's happening. Yes.
Oh shit.
So if fentanyl,
Or maybe
So if
much like COVID, that doctor's wrong.
so if fentanyl,
You want to get into the validity of what one doctor says? Really?
Go ahead. Change the subject.
Well-
the only thing you can do.
so if fentanyl, so if
I'm not at all
fentanyl-
changing the subject. That's responding to what he just said, dumbass.
Listen, dude.
So if
The
if
cop was
fentanyl
lying
kills-
like a bitch, just like you are.
Okay, that's your opinion.
My
If
opinion
fentanyl
is a
kills-
But your opinion stinks like everybody's asshole.
Super cool.
According to this article, it says we could not find a single case of a police officer who reported being poisoned by fentanyl or overdosing after encountering the street drug that was confirmed by toxicology reports. So they're saying it hasn't happened.
So if fentanyl kills people, why do people keep
Fentanyl
selling?
kills people who overdose on it, not cops who touch it.
Well, no. Here's the thing: it doesn't take a lot of fentanyl to kill a person. But this is and to answer Vic's question, they're not. Most of them are unknowingly taking the drug. It's laced in other drugs like heroin or cocaine or whatever.
You know, whatever. Yes.
Viagra.
Why do they lace it though?
Well, that's a good question. I guess it's because it's so cheap and so powerful that it increases their profit margin. Although I don't see it doesn't make much sense to me to kill your clientele, but
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, people been lacing one drug with another forever, though.
yeah.
I mean,
Right, but
I mean, years
it's not
ago,
so simple to say that, right? I mean, listen, let's be real. Like, I mean, you would think that the cartels, and as far as I understand it, the cartels don't like it when people lace American consumers drugs with fentanyl because they're killing their clientele, right? And that makes sense, right? But
well,
at the
it's
same
not
time,
the cartels doing it though. I mean, it's always been more the street level guys doing it.
Correct. That's correct, Slim. That's right. And so, in fact, in some cases, the the cartel has actually inserted different sort of pink or red coloring into their drugs, so that if the American dealers were trying to cut fentanyl into the things, like cocaine, for example, heroin, then the consumers would know that it was laced with something that was deadly because of the coloring of it, right? And I've heard
That is exactly correct. We came across that
My
when I was
thing is
working in
that-
prisons.
Yeah.
Right. And so you and I agree on this, and we both understand this is true. But my issue is this: is like the idea that a police officer could touch through his or her rubber glove a little teenth of fentanyl and then all of a sudden pass out like they're dead is a fucking lie and is a fake.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
We also know nobody's buying that it's going through rubber gloves either.
Yeah.
Rubber
Well,
gloves are not, man.
look-
It's not going
But
through the
I've also seen people that were not on drug, and literally with my own eyes seen it when I worked in prison. People that were not on drugs took minuscule amounts compared to other people and were fucking gone.
Yeah.
So it does also depend on whether that person has a history of use.
So Nature Boy says he got a fentanyl pain patch when he had his back surgery.
History used, does he or she? Presumably so.
Fentanyl's been used in hospitals for
they use
decades.
fentanyl. Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave that. I remember that piqued my interest there. But to the point of street level guys doing it, was at
You're breaking up, Slim.
My point is that, and I'm not here to discount some. I am here to discount some point, but the point that we were making was that, like, look, a police officer pretends that she touched a little tiny bit of fentanyl powder on her little pinky finger, and all of a sudden passed out.
Well, I think what happened was she may have touched it, but I think she had some sort of other medical emergency, and her first thought was it must be because of what I touched. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean she was lying. She just was incorrect about what the cause of her problem was.
Maybe so, but it seems more likely to me that she was a fucking liar.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
So this Saturday. And
don't take fentanyl, Nate, ever. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
So this Saturday morning, I'm am going fishing in a Cornhusker State Games. It's basically like a kind of Olympics, but in Nebraska.
A fishing competition.
Yeah, and it's basically the biggest fish with any type of fish, though.
Are you trying to sell me oceanfront property in Nebraska, Nate?
There's no ocean here. But fun fact.
Damn.
Fun fact. If y'all didn't know about this, but during the Ice Age or Jurassic.
Okay.
Yeah, Nebraska was underwater in the ocean. We know that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we know that.
At least we have beaches back then.
Yeah, so you go. That's big around here. Even though I'm 20 miles inland, of course, this used to be underwater in the ocean too. There's shark teeth all over the place out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big ones too. Shit, some of them are worth a lot of money.
Man, I mean, a funny story. When I was in Destin, Florida for a family vacation trip, I saw a big 8-foot hammerhead shark lurking in like outer banks, close to the people water.
Yeah.
Outer Banks is
Punch in the face, Nate.
Huh?
Nate, in the Missouri River, there's no hammerhead sharks, bro.
No, I'm talking about in Destin, Florida.
He's talking about Florida. Yeah.
Now, there have been sharks in the Mississippi River.
Oh, they've found bull sharks all the way up as far as Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get up there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean they can survive in fresh water. That's why.
And just so you know, the bull shark has the strongest bite of any shark.
Oh, we talked about that a few weeks ago. They've got the highest testosterone of any animal in the animal kingdom.
Even bigger than the great white, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're aggressive.
Yeah. But what I was saying, I saw like I said, I saw an 8-foot hammerhead shark. I was trying to get it before it was eaten in person. Thankfully, I did not. I was trying to get like $1 million, like 8-foot hammerhead shark, but I just got like
$1 million. You won't get $1 million for a hammerhead shark.
No, I was making it up, but like making the $1 million part up. But
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't get it. I was kind of bummed, but I did see it though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you saw a shark in the ocean.
Yes.
Okay. Or Nate.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for y'all. I know you've been in high school. Well, we all have. I don't know about Vic. Have you guys been to senior balconies, or you just
Have you ever been to what?
Have we been to senior balconies?
senior balconies, which is only seniors? I don't know if you have balconies in your high schools, like inside.
I have no clue what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Maybe it's just a Nebraska thing, but so basically at my high school, we have a balcony inside in the building for lunch. And
senior balconies. So you're saying seniors in high school?
yeah, it's only for seniors that can go to lunch.
No, we didn't have that.
They discriminate, and only upperclassmen can have lunch up there.
Yes.
That's
It's
racist.
discrimination.
Well, first of all, my high school didn't have a second floor, so there was no balcony to be had. It was one story.
Well, it's ageist, isn't it right, Slim? It's ageist, really, right? It's not racist.
Yeah.
It's ageist.
Senior,
And speaking of which, for the record, that chick is not the first black person I've seen called racist. I mean, the cover of the LA Times.
Oh, you mean a white
Larry Elder
supremacist,
was
yeah.
running for, when Larry Elder was running for governor of California, they literally, on the cover of the LA Times, They called him the black face of white supremacy.
Yeah.
Well, Larry Elder's a fucking moron.
Shit's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, Larry Elder's a fucking idiot, but yeah, okay.
Well, listen, it's one thing.
Much smarter than everybody on this panel put together. But
You
he's
sure about that?
He may be dumber than me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, speak for yourself, bro.
Well, you can think he's dumb all you want. That doesn't make him a white supremacist. I mean,
Well, if you notice, Volusia conflates people he disagrees with being stupid.
No, I don't think so. I disagree with that. I would not call everyone
Yes,
stupid.
Yes, you would, because you call Ben Shapiro stupid too, just because you disagree with him. That man is highly intelligent.
Ben Shapiro was a dishonest smart man. Larry Elder, I don't know about that.
Oh.
And Tom, they've said the same thing about Walter Wood.
Ted Cruz is very smart. Ron DeSantis is very smart. They're dishonest.
They've said the same thing about. Well, they're politicians too.
Well, they're liars, but they're not.
So is every politician. That's par for the course.
No, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a fucking moron. Ron DeSantis is not, right? Ron DeSantis is a smart, Harvard-educated man, but he's just a dishonest prick. That's all.
So you know how Tyler Buckner? I called Tyler Buckner Tyler Butter. Tyler Butter, the whatever. I called the new. Tyler Butter. I call him Tyler Butter. No, I changed his name to Tyler Fister.
You're talking about Tyler Buckner, the Alabama quarterback?
Yeah, because he sucks.
I'm not sure if he's good. I don't think he is.
That's why he's called Tyler Fister.
Called him Tyler what?
Fister.
Tyler Butter. I like that.
Tyler Butter or Tyler Fister.
Guys, I mean, look,
Nate, you need to run these by some people before.
I'm not quite very sure about Alabama's quarterback situation.
Me either.
Well,
is he good?
Why is he the one starting is what I want to know. I thought don't they have a 5-star quarterback? I mean, he must be a freshman.
Yeah, but he's not that good.
Nobody knows who is starting. That's the thing. There's a whole lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
But
Nick Saban's starting. There you go.
Oh, so they haven't named Buckner the starter yet, is what you're saying? I thought they did.
I don't know. I mean.
You got any Alabama fans in here?
Alabama's quarterback situation right now.
Where's Ballard? We need him to be on for this conversation. But anyway, he's a Bama fan. The hell he knows. Sorry. I had a question on last night's show for you, Pete. I know you had no offense to Michigan. I don't know if you do or not, but I'm just curious in general.
Yeah.
You picked Ohio State last year. I'm not mad about it. You picked Ohio State this year.
Yeah.
I was just curious. Why you pick Ohio State this year? I'm just curious.
Against Michigan?
Yeah.
Because I think they're better than Michigan.
Huh?
Because I think they're a better team than Michigan.
Based on.
Look, Nate, we all wish that Michigan beats Ohio State. Everyone in this chat hates Ohio State. Okay, I promise you that. All right?
I got nothing against Ohio State. Speak for yourself.
No, not hates Ohio State, but like would rather see Michigan beat Ohio State, right?
They did 2 years in a row.
I laugh, right?
Yeah.
But
give it to Penn State
if I'm
this
going to
year.
put money on it, I'm going to take Ohio State.
Right.
I'm actually taking Penn State this year and beat them both.
I didn't say Michigan was. I didn't say Michigan was no good. I just said I think Ohio State's better. That's all.
I mean, I kind of.
Well, yeah, in talent-wise, yes, I agree.
Yes, I think that Michigan beats Ohio State, and Penn State beats Michigan, and Ohio State beats Penn State.
That's what you think, or that's what you hope happens for the chaos.
Wait.
That sounds like some ACC round.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
All big ones and three. I hear that.
Or get a three-way tie. Yeah.
How is that going to happen?
Vic doesn't give a shit. All Vic wants is a three-peat, and that's all he should know. I expect that.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't give a shit about Big Ten or any conference. But
Nor should he.
he doesn't give a shit about not playing softball. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Why in the fuck? Vic is a Georgia fan. Why the fuck should he give a fuck about anybody else but his own team at this point?
Yeah, why should I be worried about the what happens in the Little Ten?
More like the special education conference.
Yeah, that too.
That was good, mate.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you're a Georgia fan,
Yeah, that was
if you're
good.
a Georgia fan, why in the hell should you care about any other team but your own? You shouldn't.
No, I call it the SEC the special educations conference, but
I don't know. Listen, I love to make fun of them too, but let's be real, man. Come on, bro. Like, let's be real. I mean, we talked a lot of shit about Georgia over the years, but right now it's not the right time to do that, dude.
So the way that came up on the Lunch Money Show is Lou asked me, he says, if Michigan beats Ohio State again this year, is Ryan Day on the hot seat? I said, I don't think so, unless they get beat by Michigan and lose like one or two other games in the regular season. Maybe then.
Do you know what Ryan Day's record at Ohio State is?
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like 48-6 or some shit.
But you got to know, he only been
That's pretty.
5 years.
Well, that's my point. I think it would be silly to, again, unless it was just a terrible season. Even then, I don't think you fire him. I think even then, maybe he's on the hot seat and we'll see what he does next year. But I don't see any situation where Ryan Day gets fired this year or following this year.
I pray they fire his ass.
Me too.
Why?
Because of fucking Ohio State. I want them to blunder. That would be a huge blunder.
It would be a mistake, yeah.
I would enjoy that because I fucking hate Ohio State, and I hope they blunder it up.
Guess who are they gonna get, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who are they gonna get?
Maybe Tom
They-
Herman. I don't know.
Unless they try to get Urban Meyer back.
Oh
But-
God.
Yeah. I don't know how y'all feel about Ohio
That's not
State, but
fair.
I have a special disdain for Ohio State. And so I hope they fire his ass.
Me
That'd
too.
be a huge mistake, and it'd be
Actually,
fucking
wait.
hilarious.
No, I don't. Because Michigan's like, I don't know, 2-0 against him. Or
Yeah, 2-0 against them, and you're like 20 years old. But if you were 40 years old, you'd feel differently because Ohio State owned Michigan's ass for like fucking 2 decades straight, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
But that's in the past, though, right?
Yeah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, right.
Tell him, Nate, why you gotta be bringing up old shit?
Yeah, well, I got to bring up all this shit. Yeah.
Talk current absolute beatdowns.
Yeah, tell him, Nate.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
This is Miami. Come on, Slim. Come on, bro. I'm with you on this, man. I respect Miami as a program, but come on, bro. Come on.
Hey, where's Miami? Miami,
You
Ohio?
know what? I'm not running around talking about Miami some great fucking football team.
I understand that. Again, as I said to you last time we were on the show, Pete, Slim, when it comes to football, what was the term I used? What was the fucking term I used? Not footballogy, but whatever it was. Like, you and I are on point, dude. We agree.
Smoking
But
Miami.
what I'm saying is like, Nate can't talk too much shit about Ohio State, because come on.
Why? Why not?
I mean, okay, go ahead. Get laughed at. Go ahead.
No.
I've managed to clown basically every Power 5 team in my 6 years on YouTube, and Miami hasn't been that great. My team's record does not determine my trash talk ability.
You know what that is? That's your skill, Slim. That's just that is your skill. That points to your elite skills, dude.
Nick DTV.
Right.
Nick DTV wants to know how come Clemson fans hate Ohio State so much. Well, the same reason they hate Clemson so much. They've played 4 times in the past 10 years, and all of those games were big games. I mean, in other words, BCS bowl game, playoff game,
And
those
we're
kind of things.
3-1, and if you add on the one back in 1978, Woody Hayes' last game, we're
Yeah.
4 against us.
Yeah,
But
Clemson is 4-1.
Football. They act like their gods get the football, but they're 1-4 all time against little old podunk redneck Clemson. They can suck my dick. That's why we hate them. Dude.
I gotta tell my son how.
I've actually got a little sympathy for Ohio State because
Oh, my
I mean, how often can you be a bridesmaid and not a bride? I mean, if you especially looking at the Jim Tressel years, how many times can you show up to the national title game and get your ass handed to you?
And by the way, the one time they beat y'all was completely horseshit. Completely horseshit.
Right. Well, that's
I mean,
how I used to feel as a Georgia fan, but not anymore. So.
That's
you're a Georgia fan now?
I mean, I agree. I agree that was a bullshit pass interference call, but if Miami put themselves in that position, that game shouldn't have been that close.
Yeah, they say that or say not, but dude, that was a bullshit call. I will stump on your behalf on this one, Slim. That was bullshit.
Now, I'll also say that game may have been very different if dude hadn't intentionally put his shoulder pad into Willis McGahee's knee, but
Also true. Also true.
I mean, dude dove right at his knees. That was just completely blatant in my opinion.
I'm with you on that, Slim. Yep.
I have a quiz. I got a quiz for you. A quick quiz for you. How you probably you might laugh at this, but or how many national titles does Miami, Ohio has?
0.
Ohio football.
Miami University.
He said Miami of Ohio. That's the answer is 0.
Miami University.
Yeah,
Miami University.
Yeah.
Slim, I want to ask you. Does it irritate you when they say Miami of Florida? Like, what the fuck other Miami is there? The Miami should just be Miami, and then the other Miami should have to annotate it with the Ohio, right? Like, what the fuck? We all know where Miami is at, right?
You would think so.
Right. Well,
You know what I mean?
right. Well, in Miami of Ohio.
Whenever I see Miami of Florida, I'm like, no fucking shit, dude. Like,
Well,
that's
because
where Miami's
because
at.
the
That's where Miami's at.
nobody says Miami of Florida. They only say Miami of Ohio because
Well, they do. They put Miami.
if you say if you just say Miami or Miami University, there's a difference between Miami University and University of Miami, but the average idiot doesn't know the difference. So they have to put.
Right,
But what I'm saying is, but somehow still we have to put Miami and then in parentheses FL Florida. Like we don't know where the fuck Miami is. That annoys
Never
me.
mind.
I
Oh,
mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so used to it at this point, I don't even notice it.
But it's stupid.
Oh.
It's stupid.
Never mind. Yeah, you're correct.
I am.
Pete, you're correct. Pete. Yeah, I thought they have like 5, but
No, that would be Miami.
no, that would be Miami, the University of Miami.
They have 5. Miami, Florida has 5.
See, this is
Miami of Ohio has 0.
see, Volusia. Volusia, he just answered your question for you. That's why they do it. Because of that.
Damn it.
And actually, I'm gonna correct you. I'm on my Alabama shit today. We got 10. I'm gonna start claiming fake natties.
Go ahead, bro. Claim them up, man.
I'm claiming the one from 02. I'm claiming the one from 90. Fuck Colorado and Georgia Tech.
Damn. Colorado. Oh wait.
I will actually give that to Georgia Tech because Colorado should not have been.
No, 1990 is Georgia
Well,
Tech. That's Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Now, when Georgia Tech
really and
said something
truly,
like 1928, they can suck my dick. But Georgia
No,
Tech.
really and truly, that's
1999.
Miami. That's not even Georgia Tech.
It's,
Why?
Miami would have absolutely murked Georgia Tech that year.
Woulda, shoulda.
But they didn't.
Well, no,
play.
they gave us. We had the exact same record. They gave us Texas in the Cotton Bowl instead, and we beat them 46. Hang on, and we beat them 46-3 with 210 yards of penalties. They were acting a fucking fool in that game.
Slim, I'm gonna give you 5. You okay with that?
Nope, I told you I'm on my Alabama shit. We got 10.
So why do you claim 2002 when you lost the title game?
He's claiming that one too, I think.
Yeah, I'm claiming them all. Hey, according to Wikipedia, there's 5 unclaimed, so I'm claiming them. Fuck it.
You know what? You're right. You know what? In fact, Pete, why don't we claim the 92 one? Because Dabo played on that Alabama team. He caught like a pass from.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Looks like that.
Yes, that claim 2017 because we should have beat Alabama. I'm just like, you should have beat Ohio State. I mean,
Well, technically, that game was over for 6 seconds until the flag came out.
True. Listen, if you want to claim that one, I'll give it to you because that was horseshit, dude. Y'all won that game. That was horseshit.
Yes, yep.
Well, we would have had it in 88, too, if it wasn't for a blown call by the ref, but it is what it is.
Well, I'll give you the 0-2 one because that was horseshit. I mean, fuck Ohio State. Fuck Ohio State.
Let's see here.
I think and I had a bad feeling about that game because Miami is winless all time in the Fiesta Bowl.
So Slim, we were kids we were both in high school at that time, yeah.
How about this? 1997.
High school, right? Middle school, high school.
Yeah, right in that area. Yeah.
Is that a shared?
Yeah, I remember being angry as hell.
Yeah,
man.
it's a shared.
I remember being angry as hell by that.
Who did Michigan share with?
But I was angry as fuck.
Nebraska.
Oh, your two favorite teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nate was real happy in
There you
97.
Yeah, I wasn't born then.
go.
I'm glad. See, that's the great thing about the playoffs is there's no more shared titles.
There hasn't been a shared title since the BCS.
Yeah, since '97.
Since '97.
Right?
Yep.
Well, actually, I take that back. I mean, technically, 03 is a shared title.
03 USC LSU, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
fuck USC.
That USC team would have obliterated LSU.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wasn't
That was
that
a
one
hellified team.
vacate?
Yeah, but fuck USC. I have no.
Man, nobody cares about vacated shit, though,
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't tre. That was 05 USC, not 03 USC.
Big. No, 05 USC is the one that lost to Texas.
True. We're talking about 04 USC, which is the one that beat the hell out of Adrian Peterson's Oklahoma, right?
That is correct, sir.
That means that it has 6 titles and not 7.
Oh my god.
I'll give USC.
So it's really 5.
Well,
Okay, well,
overall.
how about this one then, Belushi? Can you give us 2000 as well? Because Miami beat number 1 Virginia Tech, number 2 Florida State, and somehow Florida State still got put in the BCS title game over us.
You mean 99?
Oh.
No, that was 2000. The
It was
Oklahoma.
2000 game, but the 99 season was when Florida State beat Virginia Tech and Michael Vick in the title. 2000
I'm
season.
talking was Oklahoma and Florida State in the national title.
That was 2000, yeah.
Christian says UCF and Bama. Yeah, well, that might have been the best troll job in the history of college football.
Wait,
That was good. I didn't know they actually put like a banner up in the stadium.
Oh yeah, they had a banner.
Awesome.
They had a parade, a national championship parade on campus. The police officers' car, the campus police officers' cars had national championship champions written on it. It was, I mean, they even got ring.
You know what we call that? We call that autofellatio.
They even they had rings. They made their own national championship rings.
Now, when you go undefeated like that and then go undefeated the next season, how do you not get into the playoffs? But Cincinnati does.
You know what? You make a good point there.
Yeah.
wait, who went to? Well, I know
Central Florida.
Central Florida for college football playoff.
Yeah.
Or didn't go.
Yeah, in my opinion, Central Florida in 2018 had a better argument to be there than Cincinnati did. What was that?
Why?
21?
Why did they?
21 or 2020?
Why did they have a better argument?
21, I think it was, yeah.
Why did they have? Why?
Because both of them went undefeated in back-to-back seasons, but Cincinnati lost their bowl game in between. UCF won their bowl game in between.
Yeah.
Beat who was it?
Auburn.
Was it Auburn? Yeah, beat Auburn in the
Sugar Bowl.
In the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. And then Gus Malzahn said, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
Well, he was Auburn.
Okay. Should have. So who should have been in the playoffs in 2021?
UCF. Central Florida.
Listen, I feel like I'm not going to argue with any playoff participants. I think that they've done a fairly good job all the way. So
I think that, yeah, Nick makes a good point. I think it has more to do with their strength of schedules between UCF and Cincinnati. Cincinnati had 2 Power 5 teams that they beat, one of them being Notre Dame. I don't think that UCF had that.
Yeah.
no, they beat Notre Dame on the road,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Notre Dame's as Power 5 as BYU's been up to this point.
They're considered Power 5. Come on.
But they played a Power 5 schedule. In
Yeah.
fact, sometimes Notre Dame plays a tougher schedule than a lot of Power 5 teams.
I'll tell you what, they have a tough schedule this year. Big time.
Well, yeah, they can suck my
Who
dick,
does?
dude. We're gonna
They have to play
fucking-
Clemson, Ohio State, and Southern Cal. So,
They sure do.
yeah.
So 2 teams and a half a team.
What's the half a team?
Yeah.
USC.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we're gonna drag them raw. That's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it.
Actually,
Uh,
I know y'all are not Big Ten fans, but it's fine. But I just want your all opinions.
Fuck the Big Ten.
Well, fuck you then.
All right, come on then.
Get them, Nate.
And what? Go ahead. Go on.
Can you not interrupt?
Go ahead, Nate.
doing it.
So basically, I had an idea for the Big Ten. I just want to get all your opinions on it.
Okay, go ahead with it.
Okay.
So, in my perspective, when I go to a Michigan and Nebraska game, Nebraska fans hate Michigan. Don't know why. Don't know how. Probably
You wanna
because probably because they split a national chain in 1997. Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Maybe, but that's why I get my idea from. Maybe make a rivalry trophy for fun, for like Battle for 97 trophy. And listen to me. So have like a crystal ball like the BCS trophy had it, but it's cut up into 2 sides. One has a red side with 97 and with a Nebraska and logo on it, and the other side has a Michigan color with Mason or just on the blue side. It has 97 and Michigan M on it. Whoever wins that game lifts their side of the trophy, basically.
I'm all for it because I'm all
That's
for
cool.
I'm all for trophies and rivalry games.
Yeah,
That's cool, Nate. So what happens is when y'all both lose to Purdue, then what happens?
Well, what if y'all happens to lose to Duke? What the one that don't have?
Yeah.
Get them, Nate.
Yeah. We're gonna lose to Duke.
But
Sick, dude. Yeah, cool. Again. Nate, go ahead. If you want to do the jackpot routine, you can put $100 right now.
no, I'm not doing the jackpot routine. I'm just saying if you do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Come on, man.
Put $100 right now. Like Clemson lose to Duke.
Stop it.
Do it right now. Do it. I got it right now. $100 if Clemson loses to Duke.
I don't think you're allowed to. I don't think Nate's allowed to bet.
Well, if it's like an electronic casino.
Okay. Cool.
But,
That's really cute, Nate. That's
If you take
cute.
$100 from Nate, Nate's mom's gonna be mad at me for it. So
That's fucking adorable, Nate.
I'll make
You know
this
what?
bet.
Go ahead. Well,
I'll
you know what?
make-
If you're not willing to put
Shut
your
the
money
fuck
in your
up.
mouth, go ahead. I'll wait till y'all lose to fucking Indiana. Go ahead, let's go.
We don't play Indiana, you dumbass.
Okay, what shit team do y'all play? Western?
Wait, what do
Western?
you
Eastern?
Y'all do play Indiana.
Okay, yeah. So put your money where your mouth is, Nate.
Who the hell plays Charleston Southern?
Oh,
Who
okay.
the fuck is that?
Cool. You want to bet $100? You want to bet $100 on that, Nate?
No, I'm
Let's
saying
go.
who's that? Who?
We're gonna
plays
lose Charleston
that?
Southern.
Are they a football team? I think they're.
Yeah,
You
they
want
are.
that $100 on it?
The Dale football team, yeah.
Yeah, they're an they're an
Yeah,
FCS team.
so it's on the schedule, Nate. So you want to bet $100 on Duke, or you want to bet $100 that Indiana lose to Michigan, or do you want to shut the fuck up? Which one of the three you want to do?
Are you having a stroke right now? I'm worried about you.
Hang on. Pollution. Stop being an ass. For real. Stop being an ass.
All right. You know what? You're right. You're right, Slim. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, stop being.
I'll stop.
He's just mad because you got roasted by Nate. Your shirt's still smoking. Jesus Christ.
I'm actually shirtless right now, but it's all good.
You know what? You know what's a little bit. You know what's sad about that? That you actually got trash talked or trashed by a special ed kid.
What the fuck?
Like I said before.
Oh, this is
All right, Nate. Okay. You know what?
We're all going to hell. You know that, right?
Yeah. You got it, bro. You know what?
At least I'll have some company.
Yeah.
Like I said, do not go on my bad side.
I'll see you there, Slim. We got it, bro.
But like I said, I wanted to make a bet with you and Pete, if not with money, but with Duke wins against Clemson. Doesn't have to be a point or anything, but here's my bet. Bet is if Duke wins or Clemson wins. If Duke wins, in my opinion, y'all have to sing the fight song of Duke.
Sure, cool. And then what happens if we win?
I eat tater tots.
You eat tater tots anyway. That's not a punishment.
You eat tater tots on a daily basis. The fuck are you talking about?
How about this? If Clemson wins, you have to sing the Clemson fight song, and if Duke wins, I have to eat tater tots.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Either.
Tater tots.
Yeah, that actually does remind me. Me and Pete don't have a bet yet this year, and we do one every year.
Oh yeah, and we play each other, so yeah, we need to do that. We got to come up.
I remember one time I tried to, because it was Georgia and Clemson were playing in the Duke's Mayo thing.
Yeah.
The loser has to eat a jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Ah, disgusting.
No, that's too gross. That's too gross.
I'm just not doing. I'm not doing anything that makes me sick. That's just silly.
Yeah, even if like what's his name that puts mayonnaise in his fucking coffee.
Well, how about this? The loser has to do, since you wanted to put mayonnaise in it, there's a shot called a cement mixer. It's a Jägermeister with a squirt of mayonnaise and some Tabasco sauce.
Yeah.
Who comes up with this stuff?
What the fuck?
I don't know where somebody come up with that, but that's an actual thing.
That might make me sick too.
All right, so the only time I'll ever do that is when the first time I meet you and we do one together. That's the only chance.
No, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'll do a shot of Jaeger, fine.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Do it one better. I got some. I've still got like half a bottle of absinthe at the house. It tastes just.
No, Slim.
Oh
Pete
God.
knows. I met Pete now. He knows that I'll do a shot. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you want to do a cement mixer, the first time I'll do it is with you.
No, I'm good. I'll pass on that.
All right, we'll have to pick something else then.
Yeah, admit, if you get on the bad side, you're gonna be effed. Like effed, yeah.
Shit.
Nate's in rare form today.
He is. Speaking of which, I need to get rid of it. I need to finish it off, so I'm gonna bring that bottle of absinthe.
Oh God, I can't drink. I drank it one time, and I will never drink it again.
I'll do it with you, son.
The Travis Scott
Come on.
rum.
I was on, what was it? It was one of your Friday night call-in shows. I did like 8 shots on that damn show.
Fucking hell, dude.
Vandy Dandy
Seemed like a
says,
good idea at the time.
if Miami beats Clemson, then Pete has to go through the Northwestern Human Car Wash. No, I'm not doing that.
What did he say?
He said that if Miami
Last words, didn't it?
if Miami beats Clemson, then Pete has to go through the Human Car Wash.
Runsmas, yeah.
Eat ghost peppers. I'd do that. I already did the one chip challenge on YouTube before.
Nate,
Oh, yeah, the Hokies?
Pete, listen, bro. I've eaten a whole ghost pepper, a whole one, right down the gut.
Yeah.
I advise you against doing that.
All right, what's the
thing.
human car wash?
Well, it's what they were doing at Northwestern. The reason that Fitzgerald got fired.
Case, the cops.
Oh, it's like
Yes,
car
the
wash
cops.
but with humans in it.
So isn't that what kind of like what Mia Matthew does?
Yeah,
when he
exactly.
pees on-
Well, this is even worse. I don't know. I don't know. It might not be worse. It's
Yeah,
just as
something
bad
like
though.
I mean,
Something like that,
if there's a
yeah.
human car wash, there have to be girls in it.
Well, there wasn't. There wasn't at Northwestern, Nate.
That's how it went at Northwestern, bro.
Oh wait, that's a gay school.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
All right, tone it down a little bit, Nate.
Yeah.
It was penile focused, as far as I understand it.
But yeah, I think I actually think Michigan is gonna have a close game against Nebraska, in my opinion, because it's at Nebraska, because it could be a tough place to play.
When is that?
September 30th, I think. It's on Saturday.
Are you
Okay.
gonna try and get tickets to that game, Nate?
Yes, I am.
Of course he is. So Nate, we were.
Nate, do you go to that game as a Nebraska fan or as a Michigan fan?
Michigan fan.
Of course. Nate, are you gonna try to go to any Michigan home games?
I don't have season tickets. I'm not nowhere near Michigan.
Right, but I'm saying, do you think you could find a way to get one for one game? Or
I mean, I'm trying to look for a Michigan Ohio State game, but that's fucking expensive.
two? Yeah. That might be a bit expensive. I'm just saying, if I would say if you want to go to a Michigan home game, you might could find a ticket, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just Michigan, Indiana.
Whatever.
I mean, didn't Indiana statistically have the best defense in the country last year?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Oh, there's Michigan against Purdue at home. I don't know how that. Obviously, it's that, but
That'd be a good one to go to.
if it was,
I love taking on Purdue fans.
Oh damn! For 2 tickets, $75 each.
That's not bad.
No.
No.
What? But that stadium is so big. What if you say you sit all the way at the top? I mean, is it like watching an ant farm down there, or what?
No, it's not really. Well, if you're you're up top.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there before, so probably. No, not really. But it's not like Nebraska Stadium, like with those upper decks. That's where it looks like ants.
Yeah, I know it's not like it's not tall, but it's still wide though.
Right, but
Yeah.
actually, I might not know because I've never been on top of the nosebleeds before in the Michigan Stadium. I've just been the down part of the stadium. But
That's where I'll give Death Valley credit. We were pretty close to the top, and you didn't need binoculars or anything to watch the game.
Yeah, man, dude, Death Valley is a good stadium in that regard. Yeah.
Now, climbing up to the top, that
God.
wasn't so much fun.
That's rough.
Can we get a fucking elevator, please?
But you know what I'm saying, Slim? It's like when you get up to the top, you can still see shit. Now it gives us plenty of chance to jump off the back of it when we lose to Georgia Tech in overtime.
No, don't do that.
But yeah,
that 2004 game, I really wanted to kill myself. I've never wanted to kill myself more than that 2004 game.
why?
I remember why.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't.
Yeah, we're glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glad you didn't. Yeah.
Oh, Pete, remember I remember the time. I think it was 2019. I don't know, but remember that time where I didn't respond in your Collins show? I was like,
Yeah, let's not talk about that, Nate.
no, like missing from
Hey,
Michigan.
he said, let's not talk about
Yeah,
it.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I can see the headline now. Chinese man leaps off of the top of Death Valley Stadium to his death.
Yeah.
I want to see how much money or how much not money how much price is the Michigan house taking. I want to see this.
I don't know, like $5.
Holy shit!
What is it?
430 each.
Yeah, Vic was right. Close.
Yeah.
What section is this one? Oh wow. That's kind of
Pete, I do want to ask you though. So I'm thinking about flying back for the Notre Dame game.
Okay.
Have you got any idea what the tickets for that are looking like?
Oh, I'm going to look right now. I think when I looked at them.
I might actually wait until next season because the flight tickets to and from China to America are still a little bit overinflated. So I might have to wait until next year. But I'm thinking about if it's not too over the top, then I might go back for the Notre Dame game this year.
Let's look on Vivid Seats. I tend to use Vivid Seats more than StubHub. They usually have better
I
prices.
was looking at Baby Seats too.
Let's see here. I think the last time I looked, they were somewhat reasonable. Let's see.
Yeah, but I mean, as the season goes, the prices are going to change.
Right, and we're going to be winning a lot of games, and so yada yada. So I'd have to buy it.
I mean, like right now, I mean, just as an example, a Miami Clemson ticket's probably cheap, but if somehow Miami manages to it gets through Texas A&M and they're undefeated going into that game, those prices are going to jack up.
So here they are. I'm putting them on the screen right now. This is Vivid Seats. I can check StubHub too. The cheapest ticket on Vivid is $175 each.
That's fine.
And that is, let's see, where's Road TDK? Yeah, that is all the way in the top in the corner. Yeah.
But do I want to fly all the way across the world for that?
Now, see, if Pete's right, if a lot of people are right, and Miami can hit 8 wins this year, maybe even 9, I'm going to go to the Miami Clemson game next year because I think next year, I'm with what Pete said last night. Next year, that'd be pretty good.
This one says great deal. It doesn't look like a great deal to me. $200 for the top deck in the corner.
The Miami Clemson game is that Sunrise Pro Player Sunrise whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, Hard Rock.
It's at Hard Rock this year. It's back in Clemson next year.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I
can be in Clemson in like 8 hours.
Yeah, I remember the last time I played though.
Let's see. What is that?
Yeah, who's on a motor?
Big stuff. Are
you riding a motorcycle?
All right, so here we go. Now we go to the lower level. The cheapest lower level ticket is $347 a piece. No, I take that back. Yeah, $347.
I'm fine with sitting in the upper deck, but yeah, I think it might be smarter for me to wait until next year and go back next year.
And these are on the visitor side as well.
I can't. Yeah. It's an airline ticket thing.
These are ridiculous prices, man. Let's go down here and see what the most expensive one is. All the way at the bottom here.
Pete, you know how much it takes for me to fly back home?
If you want to sit on the 50-yard line right behind the visitor's bench, it's $2,055 per ticket.
No.
$1,055.
But Pete, like for me to fly back home, it costs that and change.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I forget you have coins in China.
For those of you who can see what I'm on the screen here, when we went to Clemson Notre Dame in 2015, we sat right here. right where my cursor is, right there. Now those tickets cost they cost $362 a piece, which is about what they cost then. I think we paid about $350 a piece for our tickets in 2015. But
bro, what a fucking dude. I wasn't there that game, but my mom was there. What a fucking experience that must have been.
I have a big picture on my wall. You guys can't see it. It's to my left side over here. It's off camera. But it's a picture as soon as the game ended and, people started rushing the field like they do. We're in the picture. You can see us. It's a pretty cool picture.
That is an amazing. Dude, that's a legendary game. In my opinion, that is the game that was the gateway for us to be what we are now.
It was an amazing game,
dude.
And fantastic.
And
I want to ask you a question, Pete.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, so I gotta support Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Obviously, T. Higgins is one of my guys too, but like, Deshaun Watson is going to the Cleveland Browns, and I'm trying to tell my Bengals fan friends that like this guy's a fucking problem, dude.
Yeah.
And, what do you think about Deshaun with Cleveland this year?
Well, I think Cleveland as a whole is going to be a good team, and you put him in the mix, they're going to be even better. So.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, I don't feel like he's going to be the guy who was a bit ramshackle and roughshod over his last couple games in the previous season. I think that they are a problem. I think they're a problem. In fact, I'm going to be putting about $100 on Cleveland to win the Super Bowl this year.
Whoa.
Now, I may not win that bet, but I feel like it's a good bet.
What are the odds?
They're the most one team in my mind in the NFL right now.
Win the Super.
Yes.
Well, when you make those kind of bets, it's for the return. So what's the odds? Let's see. Cleveland.
I would take it. It's like 12-1 right now. I'd take it at 8-1 or better.
Okay. Well, see, that's worth the risk, I think, even though I'm not so sure about the Super Bowl, but.
Dude, listen, man. The only hesitation I have is how strong the AFC is right now. But, dude, do you doubt Deshaun?
No.
I don't.
Here's my problem with that bet. How many years was New Orleans loaded? How many years was Green Bay loaded?
Yeah. That's a good point.
So, listen. Browns Super Bowl odds. This is according to. Who is this according to? I don't know who this is. But according to this website, it says odds to win the AFC North is plus 400, and odds to win the Super Bowl is 3,500.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on that immediately.
So that means if you bet $100, you'll win 3,500.
Yeah. I'll put $200 on that.
Dan, why is it 30? Why is it only 4 to win the AFC, but 3,500 to win the Super Bowl?
Plus 3,500 is worse odds than plus 400, Vic.
He means, Vic, to win the AFC North, not the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To win their division.
When you talk about odds, that
Oh, the AFC North.
I would bet all 3.
Okay, I thought you just said the
okay.
AFC North. Okay. Okay, I get
Clearly,
it.
the AFC is better than the NFC, so the odds on if you bet him to win the AFC, you should bet him to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yet the NFC keeps dominating in Super Bowls. Go figure.
I think offensively.
Last year didn't happen. And look, I mean, the Bengals are.
Yeah, but the year before that it did, and the year before that it did.
Okay, cool, sick, cool. Yeah, the NFC is comparable to the AFC this year. Cool, sick. Yeah. Awesome.
The year before that.
They play the Bengals week 1, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, I have a question for you, Felicia. I know
Yes,
you're a Bengals fan, and I know you hate the Browns. But you, as an NFL fan, I don't know if you're a big NFL fan, but
I am.
do you think DPJ or Donovan Peoples-Jones is underrated as a wide receiver?
Donovan, I don't. What do you mean by underrated?
Like, he doesn't get much attention.
All right, so he's with the Browns, yes?
Yes. I think so.
So no,
As he-
I think that he's a former Michigan player. I think that I think that he is a solid receiver. I think he'll be a good wide receiver 4 for the Browns. But the thing is that the Browns have Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore. And I don't think that the Browns. See, here's my thing about the Browns, right? Is I think they have an extremely strong offensive line. And they have one of the best, if not the best, running backs in the game in Nick Chubb, Georgia man. And I really feel like, if Deshaun Watson, and when Deshaun Watson comes back and is a problem for the league, this is going to be an issue. Like, it's going to be a problem defending them. Now, if the Browns don't win the AFC and the Super Bowl, it's going to be because of their secondary. But I feel like if their secondary can piece it together, I'm happy to place it better than them. And again, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. I don't want to see the Cleveland Browns win shit, all right? But, dude.
The Browns should be good offensively. They have Watson, they have Chubb, they went out and got Amari Cooper, right, in the offseason.
Yeah, man.
They got some studs on offense.
They do. And it's going to be a big problem. And I'm trying to tell this to my Bengal fan friends who were very confident. Obviously, we Bengals fans should be very confident. We went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, almost made it last year, should have. Wasn't for that stupid penalty call. But, the Browns are a problem. And everyone seems to forget that Deshaun Watson is a beast. They think it seemed like he just forgot how to play football. Dude, nah, man, this is a problem. That's a good team. And they're going to be an issue. I'm much more worried about them than the Ravens. I'm more worried about them than the Bills. I think that the
Deshaun
Browns
may be a problem. Here's the thing,
really
especially when you've
about
been
it.
out of when you've been out of football that long. There is the factor of he may not come back as good as he was.
Well, but he did get to come back and play some last year, so at least he got that under his belt. Now,
I think that's a big thing. Yeah. Dude, listen, man. I have the utmost and I have explicit and complicit respect for this guy. I feel like he will come on hard, dude.
With the exception of last year when he came back after all that time off, he's played great in the NFL. But
I trust him implicitly, and maybe I'm biased because I'm a Clemson fan and I've seen what he can do. But he's done in the NFL too. He's not some punk, dude. And so I don't know, man. I mean, like I say, as a Bengals fan, it pains me to say this, but I'm worried about the Browns, dude. I'm really worried about the Browns.
You okay, Nate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Chance, I gotta go.
Yeah, I actually have to as well. So.
I didn't mean to expedite that, but Slim, Vic, and Nate, and Pete, love you guys. Let's talk again soon.
Fabulous.
All right, buddy.
You guys, hey.
Cheers.
All right. Yeah.
Oops.
Great show, Pete. I downloaded Evolution trash talking.
Yes, you did.
But
Congratulations, Nate. It's not a hard thing to do, though.
Yeah, good job, mate.
Thank you. But I'll let you go, Pete. But and also, Pete, we me and my mom looked at flights the other day. Look at the prices updated. The prices kind of went down for the dates I sent you.
The dates you sent me?
Yeah, the November 1st through the 6th, I think.
Is that what we said? I can't even remember now. Is that whatever weekend? I think it was the weekend that Michigan plays
Penn State.
Is that weekend?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I just want to let you know that. But have a good day, and hopefully I can call you in the show tonight.
All right. See you later, Nate.
See ya.
All right, Vic. What you got going on, buddy?
Nothing.
Oh. All right. Well, Vic has nothing going on. So.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. You do have something going on. You have a show on Friday. Oh wait, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You-
Which I might not be doing because we're going to be at Rogers. So.
That's right. Yeah, me too. So I'll see you then.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, I'm doing more college football prediction videos.
No, there you go. That's what he's got going on. He's doing more college football prediction videos. So everyone go check out VicTube Productions. All right. See you later, Vic.
Okay, bye, Pete.
All right, Slim. When are you going up? You going on Friday? You are, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there Friday. I'll be home tomorrow morning, get everything ready to go, and then I'm gonna probably leave out at like 4 in the morning Friday.
So it's about 12-hour drive for you?
No, it's about 7.
7, okay. Oh, you might be there before me then. I don't
I'll
know.
be there around lunchtime.
I don't know exactly
give or
what
take.
time we're leaving. Probably around lunchtime. I think it's only a 3-hour drive for me, so probably be up there around 3, if I had to guess. So.
Well, I'm assuming I'm at least going to get held up an hour dealing with all those slow pokes.
Yeah.
Because I got to get through Atlanta, too.
I think there's other people going up earlier, so there should be people at the house when we get there.
Yeah, I got to get a hold of Colby and find out what time we can be there.
I think the check-in is at 2. I think it's at 2.
Okay.
I think.
I may just go straight to Rogers and then deal with the rest of it later.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, buddy.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. A little bit of everything today, some football talk, some trash talk by Nate, and, of course, the news. Yeah, I will be back tonight at 10 p.m. for the call-in show. And that'll probably be the last show I do until Monday because, like I said, we're leaving Friday around noon or so. So probably no midday show on Friday and certainly no call-in show on Friday night because we'll all be in Athens. I don't know. I guess I could go live while I'm there. It won't be a call-in show. It'll just be kind of like for all the people who can't come to see what's going on there. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks, everybody. Had a great time. I'll see you tonight at 10